here where we ask you to dig deep. You've been through Black Friday, Shop Small Business Saturday, and your Cyber Monday. So today, we know that you have some money left over. We're hoping that your heart will speak to one of the nonprofits that we are going to be highlighting throughout today and tonight for the Give SI campaign. We want to thank Oasis Outdoors, Integrity Roofing and Exteriors, Southern Illinois Community Foundation, and our friends at News 3 WSIL. Next guest today, next organization is the Southern Illinois. Well, I'm already messed up, man. It's been a long day, Tina. But you know, Boys and Girls Club of Southern Illinois. I was going to put Southern Illinois first, but Tina Carpenter is the executive director over there, and I gotta just be quiet because they have so much. You guys have so much going on, and we're not talking small projects. When you guys go big, you go big. So kind of let some of our viewers know what it is that you've got going on, and that their money is going to go towards.
Yes. So we are actually getting ready to celebrate being open 1 year in Marion next week. December 6th will make our 1 year anniversary of being open in Marion. The Marion Clubhouse was our 5th site. And in 18 years, we've gone from one clubhouse on Springer Street in Carbondale to 5 sites. And we're just excited to be serving kids in Wayne County. And that's going really well. So it's been exciting and fun, and really our next big project is trying to find a new home for Springer Street, whether that's remaining there or someplace else. But you know, we've outgrown the space we're in. It's a 100-year-old building, and our kids deserve something. You know, a better space. They really, I mean, we've been in the basement for 18 years. The gym's not in the basement, but all of our programming. But there's, you know, the building needs either a lot of renovation because of the age of the building, or we need to find a new home for our kids in Carbondale. And so we can serve more kids and have a great place for them to be.
So
and again,
about some of the programs that you have or that you're offering, you're doing. I know you guys are so creative about some of the things, and you bring in different types of people from the community. So tell a little bit about the programming that some of these kids, these boys and girls, get when they go to one of the locations.
Yeah, so you know, so we have 3 pillars. We have academic success, good character and citizenship, and healthy lifestyles. And you know, we were awarded some STEM programming activities, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. It also can be called STEAM, which has the art component to it. It can also be called STREAM, which has the reading component to it. But 2 of our programming directors were sent to a training and are doing some STEM programs that ties science in with sports. So probabilities with kicking a goal into a soccer net. You know, how do they figure that out? So tying the math in with sports and that physical activity, and just, again, increasing critical thinking skills with our kids, which can help them at school, or can help them with problem solving situations in their life. And, you know, in these last 3 years, our kids have been through so much. And there's so many challenges facing our young people today. And that's just being behind in school, dealing with social, emotional fears and anxieties, social justice issues. And what I am proud of is that our organization has always stepped in to be there for our kids. We are flexible, we punt, we pivot when we need to. If we have 6 people out, like as we did right before Thanksgiving, we figure out a way to continue keeping our doors open for our kids. And you know, we're also partnering with the school district and SIU with tutors to help our kids over at the Lewis School and Carbondale Middle School sites. And again, you know, one of the sayings that we have is that we do whatever it takes. And if there's a challenge, we're going to meet it head on. And always keep our mission focused, and that is the kids. What can we do to meet the needs of our kids and their families?
So let's talk about successes. You've been a part of this program, the Give SI, all 3 years so far.
Yes.
And let's talk about, think back 3 years, maybe just yesterday, but what are some wins? Where are some wins that you've had over the years? Where have you seen the successes that when people donate, this is what the outcome is?
People in Southern Illinois have the biggest hearts. And, you know, we put a need out there and they give. We had the article in the newspaper when we did the Upside Down Pancake Day with Kiwanis in Marion, and someone asked me, you know, Marilyn Halster from the Southern Illinois, and said, what do you need to finish your kitchen here in Marion? I said, I need $15,000. And the following week, an anonymous donor from Carbondale donated $15,000 so we can get that kitchen done. And we're hoping to have it finished by the time the kids come back in January, so we can cook our own meals. You know, which also opens up doors for a grant so that we can get reimbursed for the meals that we'll provide for the kids in Marion.
Is that an opportunity for kids to possibly learn to cook too?
Oh, of course. You know, we have grow towers, and kids are learning about growing vegetables and fruit, and they're utilizing that. So they're learning, they're really, you know, making salads, really enjoying that, but we can tie all of that in. They even grow the greens that they need for our lizards that they feed. So there are just so many things. We're about giving the kids opportunities and access. And we do that every day. And it might seem like, oh, it's just, you know, it's just another activity, but there's so many pieces to it that teaches kids about opportunities that are out there for them, or even sparking an interest in what might be something they want to do for their career, whether it's becoming an entrepreneur and learning about that through an entrepreneurship program, or you know, wanting to be a zoologist because of all the animals that we have, and that they take part in taking care of them. They have a safe place to come and talk to someone. They have someone that can mentor, someone that can help them with homework or be successful in school, or just be successful in life.
You know, the thing that you've mentioned, opportunity, I think just creating that opportunity, creating these instances, these scenarios where kids can just go into, see if it's something they like, see if it's something that they spark. Maybe the teacher gets them interested. Maybe it's just the items themselves, but the opportunity, so many of us, I look back to, and I think of all the opportunities I had that I took as a child and a teenager, and I didn't take, but I had opportunities. And I think we forget that there are some kids that don't have any or very limited opportunities. And so this literally is life-changing. Like it's putting them on a course to something that they never thought they could do. And so you know that I've always been a big fan. I wish I could duplicate myself or had more time to do everything that I was passionate about, but you guys do great work, and the programs you do, and the people that you get to interact with these kids are just a gift from God, and they're just amazing people, because I don't think you've had anybody that hasn't given 150% to the kids and to the program or to make it better. And I think you're very fortunate in that. So anybody you want to talk about, if you want to talk about your team or anybody, because when they're investing in just not just you, they're your team as well.
Definitely. So what is so exciting for me is, having been with the organization 14 of its 18 years, I've seen some kids grow up. Our director of teen services was a high schooler when I started working with the Boys and Girls Club. And he has come back and he works with our teens. He is such a great impact. And to see him grow up into the young man and father that he is, and the role model that he is for our kids, is just so enlightening. And we just hired someone that grew up in the club, you know, moved away, has moved back, and he just feels that he needs to come back and give because of the impact that the club had in his life. And but I mean, there's so many kids that I hear about and I talk to. I went over to the high school today to go do some business and ran into Mason, who has done the through the year competition 2 years in a row. And I said, hey, you're going to do this year, right? And I'm in your corner. I'm going to root for you. And he's like, oh, I don't know. I'll have to talk to Mr. Halston. And I'm like, you can do this. You can do this. He goes, you know what? It's my senior year, my last chance. I might as well give it a shot. And I said, you never know. There's college scholarship money for it. But again, just seeing these kids grow up and seeing the young people that they've become and knowing that we've had a little part in that. I know we can't reach everybody, but reaching 1, 2, 3, a dozen or more is a huge impact. They're our future leaders, and for us to be a part of that makes Southern Illinois a better community.
Well, we're very grateful that your organization is here in Southern Illinois, continues to grow, has great leadership. I know you have, I know one of your board members, I'll give Russ a little bit of a shout out, but every time we're together or we go out somewhere, he's always looking at opportunities that he can take back to the Boys and Girls Club of Southern Illinois. So you just have a great group of people that are caring, and you have what a lot of people need. You have a working board, Tina. You actually have a board that works.
Yes, we do. We have a very involved and working board. Yes, we do.
Everybody, if you are like me, you were a kid, you grew up, maybe your mom, maybe you were with a single mom for a part of your life, single dad, maybe you didn't have a place to go, and the Boys and Girls Club was one of those places. You know what it meant to you. You know that the activities and the fun, otherwise you would have been at home alone, probably eating cereal, which is what I would have done, but you get healthy food when you go there. You get to be around people. And you know what? Even more than that, you get to be around people that love you. And that's what every kid needs. Every day, every minute, every hour, all the time needs love. And I know Tina and the Boys and Girls Club of Southern Illinois, they give out a lot of love. So donate to them, to their cause today, and make a difference right here in Southern Illinois. Tina, thank you so much for being on with us today.
Thank you, Tom. And thank you, everyone, for caring.